It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the first drive down for the Jags.
Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray. And he finds McLaurin.
And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Murray. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Now Austin. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game.
And they'll be led out by the 2nd overall pick from BYU, now in his 2nd season, Zach Wilson.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a first and goal.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown, Jets!
Darnell Mooney
from 3 yards out.
And the Jets will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor or is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from a warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
36 yards on the play. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get...
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Sterling Shepard from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through
almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Davis Price up the middle.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half. It's a first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
throw out wide to Mooney.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper, 31 yards. And the Jets have retaken. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception from the 6.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw again on second down. Murray, he'll air this one out for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And they run with Harris off the option.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. But he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Touchdown, Jaguars! Sterling Shepard. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Extra point put through by Succop. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. All eyes on Zach Wilson leading his team back out for this next drive.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Wilson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. There's Murray.
That one is slant to McLaurin. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practiced.
Ball has it knocked loose.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
throwing now. Wilson on first down. And it's complete to Adams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of
the chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Ty Davis-Price.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A final shot before half for Murray. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup.
A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Well, the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. It may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
That's complete to Mooney.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Second down, here's Davis-Price.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Davis-Price will try to pick it up.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on 3rd.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Another touch for Davis Price.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 29.
58 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Zach Wilson
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now Murray. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch is taken here a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over. Ty Davis Price and the rest of this offense returning to the field.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
This down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Handoff right side, Davis Price.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action. Now Wilson.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now they will run it.
And the ball is knocked out, and the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray, open man is Kirk, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He's got a man, complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2nd down at 5.
Throwing again, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Davis Price once more.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over.
And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Jacksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll give this to Davis Price running right.
Fights through it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. On the handoff, Davis Price.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Wilson wants to throw it.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
To throw again on second down, Wilson.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, two-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw it than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats. I don't think they're going to win.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On second and 10, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Wilson on first down. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Shotgun and then a handoff to Davis Price.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On third and 1, Wilson.
He's got Mooney once again bringing it in.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Wilson will throw again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Devontae Adams. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Jets come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone. Give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool.